Hello, everybody. Welcome back to TTP Sports. And we haven't talked with each other basically the entire weekend. We needed a little break from this Phillies baseball team, and we did that, and they got themselves a series win against the Washington Nationals. In my honest opinion, it should have been a sweep, but I feel like my reaction basically after today probably would have been the same after a sweep. The Washington Nationals are not a good baseball team. It is a series that you should win. They should have swept if not for Zack Wheeler absolutely shitting the bed. I don't know how Zack Wheeler on Friday night was that bad following his 8-inning dominant performance against the Atlanta Braves. How do you go from dominating the Atlanta Braves to not even going 4 full innings against the Washington Nationals? That does not make sense to me. That was his worst start of the season, probably one of his worst starts in a Phillies uniform, and that just goes through the entire cycle once again, that your top pitchers in your rotation can't have consistent starts in a row. Not Aaron Nola, not Zack Wheeler. And that is very frustrating. And, with the way the offense came back into the game, with the way fucking Nick Castellanos was playing that game, 2 home runs and 5 RBI. The dude was on another level on Friday, and you somehow don't win. And when you tie the ball game, here comes Connor Brogdon allowing an immediate run, and that was basically the ball game there, and you lose that one. So I'm kind of still frustrated from that one, because mainly it's because of Zack Wheeler. You did get a series win, but I'm still, the reaction's the same. I could care less because it's the Washington Nationals. I need to see more. And yes, you're going to have the Detroit Tigers coming up this Monday through Wednesday, and they're not a good team either. That is a team you should beat up on. And the offense looks like it was clicking in the last couple of games. Maybe guys are finding their confidence. Can that string together a few good wins in a row here? God, I hope so. God, I hope so, because I don't want to see this series win, and then it goes into a series loss against the Tigers. And granted, that Tigers team that's coming into Philadelphia tomorrow, they just got swept by the Chicago White Sox. So that should really describe everything about the Detroit Tigers. They're not a good baseball team. They are a horrific baseball team, in fact. That is a team, like I said, you should easily beat up on. Looking at some of the batters in this series, Nick Castellanos, like I said, he had 4 hits on Friday. I believe he had 3 hits in today's win as well, so he's just continuing to light it up in the batter's box. In the 2-hole, actually, you're seeing Rob Thompson shake the lineup up a little bit. You're seeing Nick Castellanos in the 2-hole. You're seeing Trey Turner in the cleanup spot, which is very weird. That is somewhere I did not expect him to see. So that's odd. And Trey Turner is still being Trey Turner. He is struggling mightily. His average has now dropped to 232, so that's wonderful. That's pleasant. And we're still not seeing the true Trey Turner at all. But you get Kyle Schwarber with 2 home runs in this ballgame, 6 RBI, 2 3-run shots. That's a shocker. The Phillies don't hit home runs with guys on base. That's their first, set of 3-run taters since I think it was Alec Bowman April. Ugh. Man. Kind of suck. It kind of does. I hate to be the negative Nancy here, but it's just like, you won a series against the Nationals, and you finished the road trip 4-6. And it really makes me pissed off more, because you got swept by the New York Mets, and then the New York Mets just got swept by the Toronto Blue Jays. You're serious here. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. It really doesn't. But you won a series. Can you please fucking build off of it and win some games in a row? Is it hard to ask to sweep the goddamn Detroit Tigers? Is it that hard to ask for? If I see Aaron Nola tomorrow, because Aaron Nola is pitching tomorrow, and I am going to tomorrow's game because I have my partial plan, and that's one of the games I chose. If Aaron Nola goes out tomorrow and he fucking sucks, I am going to blow a gasket. Seriously, I need consistent starting pitching. Seriously, your best games in this series was from a fucking bullpen game. And Ranger Suarez was good too. Ranger Suarez today was good too. He went 7+ innings. But seriously, out of all the pitchers that pitched bad in this series, it's Zack Wheeler? That just infuriates me. Because look at Zack Wheeler on Friday. He doesn't even go 4 innings. 3 2/3, 8 hits allowed, 7 earned runs. He was just getting hit all over the place. I don't get it. And then the bullpen did their job. Besides Connor Brogdon, that gave up that go-ahead run. I think Hoffman allowed a run too. But Vasquez, Marte, they got scoreless innings there. And your offense came back into the game. Like, they tied it up from down 7-0. Or down 7-1, actually. JT, Nick Castellanos had the 2 home runs in the game. He went 4 for 5 there. Kyle Schwarber 2 for 5. Bryson Stott 2 for 5. Bryce Harper 0 for 4. Trey Turner 1 for 5. JT 0 for 5. Brandon Marsh 2 for 3 with a walk. Cody Clemens 0 for 4. Drew Ellis 1 for 5. I believe he also got picked off of a first base in that game. So, yeah. But also, speaking of Drew Ellis, the dude hit 2 home runs today. The dude hit 2 home runs. So I guess he's not coming out of the lineup anytime soon. But you got fucking Drew Ellis in the lineup, man. That's how bad it is. But good for him. I don't want to harp on him too much. He hit 2 home runs today. But when you have Drew Ellis in the lineup, man, it's, not much is going on. And then you go into yesterday's win. You win 4-2. Your pitching was really good. Matt Strahm opens up the ball game with 2 innings, 1 strikeout, 22 pitches. Vasquez pitches an inning scoreless. Then Covey comes in. He allows 2 runs. He gets the win in the ball game. He pitched 2 innings there. Marte scoreless. Soto scoreless. Serafini scoreless. And Kimbrel dominates the 9th. So besides Covey, shouldn't even got the win, but he does. The rest of your pitching was absolutely dominant yesterday. Schwarber 1 for 5. Castellanos 1 for 4. Harper 2 for 4. Turner 1 for 3 with a walk. JT 2 for 4 with a solo shot. Marsh 0 for 3. Harrison 2 for 4. Ellis 0 for 3. And Sosa 1 for 4. So yesterday it was mainly the pitching. Today it was mainly the offense. Schwarber, like I said, 2 for 5, 2 3-run shots, so that's 6 RBI on the day for him. He's getting that average up there. It's up to 172 now. Can Schwarber please be waking up? It's June 4th. He hits his first 2 home runs of the month tonight. Can he please build off of it? Please. And he's in the leadoff spot too. So can he just build that power and carry us the entire month? Maybe. Nick Castellanos, 3 for 5. His average is up to 316 with a 360 on base and a 498 slugging. Bryce Harper, 1 for 4. Trey Turner, 0 for 5. Like I said, his average is now down to 232. Holy shit, that's terrible. Bryson Stott, 1 for 4. JT, 2 for 5 with a home run. Brandon Marsh, 0 for 3 with a walk and an RBI. Cody Clemens, 2 for 5. And Drew Ellis, 3 for 3, 2 walks and 2 home runs. 3 RBI on the day. He scored 4 runs as well. So he's got a 400 average, a 571 on base, and a 1,000 slugging. That's like a 1571 OPS. Give this guy a long-term contract. And I believe I saw Corey Seidman post one of these stats too about Drew Ellis. Drew Ellis is the first Philly since Ryan Howard in July of 2007 to go 3 for 3 or better with multiple home runs and walks in a single game. Is Drew Ellis going to be the savior of the Philly season? Is he going to be that guy? I don't know. Look at the pitching today. Ranger Suarez, 7 innings, 8 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. The defense played pretty good behind him. 101 pitches. Please build off of this Ranger because none of the pitchers in our rotation can build off of multiple starts in a row. They just cannot. It's one good start. It's one terrible start. It's one fantastic start. It's one nightmare start. It's never even at all. It's not consistent. It's so inconsistent. It makes me want to pull my hair out. Jeff Hoffman, 2 strikeouts, dominates. And then Connor Brogdon, when he had like a 10-run lead, he allowed a home run. So, not much to go off there. We're getting the bad Brogdon in the past few games. So, yeah, that happens. That definitely happened there. Like I said, offensively, you got to try to find a way to build off of this. I'm not going to go ho-ho, we did fantastic stuff here. Yes, we had good, offense, but you're playing the goddamn Nationals. You should be scoring this amount of runs. You should be destroying this team because they're not that talented. They're not that good. You should be myrtleizing this team every single time you play them. And yes, the record does show over the past couple of years, you're 30-4 in the past 36 games, I believe, against them or something like that. So yeah, you should be, or 34 games actually, not 36. I don't know where I got 36 games from. That's just me not thinking properly. But yes, the record shows that over the past so many years, you have dominated the Washington Nationals. And they are a terrible team. You should definitely destroy this team. And you got to keep doing it. And there was one stat from that John Foley guy on Twitter that always posts the Phillies stuff. He says, yes, they're playing the Nationals, but the 2022 Phillies went 16-3 against Washington, and they were 71-72 against everyone else. Beating up on bad teams is the easiest path to the postseason. Yes, it does, but I want to see you beat good teams too. Because after this Detroit series that's upcoming, I believe you got the Los Angeles Dodgers at home. And after that, you're going on the road again out west to play the Diamondbacks and then the Athletics. So you're facing bad team, great team, bad team. Actually, I wouldn't describe the Athletics as a bad team. They're probably a nightmare. They're not even a team, in my honest opinion. I feel like that's how I should describe it. But knowing I say that, the Phillies are going to get swept by the Athletics. That's probably what's going to happen. Even though the Athletics, I believe they won a series against the Atlanta Braves. So anything is possible. This Phillies team could definitely lose a series to the Oakland Athletics. I wouldn't be shocked at all. So, like I said, looking at this upcoming schedule, you got Detroit this week. You got Aaron Nola on the mound, Taijuan Walker, and Zack Wheeler. 640, 640, 605. I'm not sure why Wednesday is 605. Nola is going to go up against Joey Wentz. Joey Wentz is a left-handed pitcher, so you're probably going to be seeing a righty-heavy lineup. He is 1-5 on the year. A 7.28 ERA. Let me rephrase that, or re-say that. 1-5, 1 win, 5 losses. An ERA, an earned run average, a 7.28. If I'm in attendance tomorrow and I'm seeing a big old goose egg on the board through 7, 8, 9 innings, I am going to burn down everything. I really am. I really am. Looking at his past couple of outings, he actually pitched pretty decently against the Texas Rangers. He doesn't go deep in the ball games, though. That's your thing. Besides the 1 earned run, 5 earned runs, 6 earned runs, 3 earned runs. Dude allows runs. You got to hit this guy. It's mandatory. Absolutely mandatory. Tuesday, the Detroit Tigers don't have, I guess it's TBD on who's going up against Taijuan Walker. But then you're going to have Zack Wheeler go up against Rhys Olson. Rhys Olson is 0-1 with a 3.60 ERA. He's only made 1 start so far this year, so he's a young guy. Made his first major league start, I would assume. Then after the Detroit Tigers, you're going to have the Los Angeles Dodgers. And oh boy, you're opening up that Dodgers series. Guess what? With a bullpen game. With a bullpen game. With a bullpen game. Oh, nice. With a bullpen game. Most likely. Then it's Ranger Suarez and Aaron Nola. And then you have a 4-game series against the Diamondbacks. When it's Taijuan Walker starting that series. Then Zack Wheeler. Then most likely a bullpen game. And then Aaron Nola is going to close out that series. No, actually, it would be a Wheeler bullpen game. Then Ranger Suarez closes out the series. Aaron Nola would start the series against the Oakland Athletics. Then it would be Taijuan Walker. Then it would be Zack Wheeler. Joy. I'm not even going to look at the standings. Seriously. You got swept by the Mets, and the Mets got followed up by getting swept by the Blue Jays. That's the NL East for you. That's the National League for you. Phillies are 27-32 on the year. They're 7.5 games out of first place in the National League East. In terms of the wild card, they are 4.5 games out of the final wild card spot. The Miami Marlins are 32-28 with a run differential of -37. Either they're playing way above their heads or something's not adding up. I don't know. The Mets are 30-30. They just lost 3 in a row after sweeping the Phillies. They got swept by the Blue Jays. I'm going to rephrase that again. They got swept by the fucking Blue Jays. Even though the Blue Jays are a way better team than the Phillies. Then, looking at the rest of the National League, the Arizona Diamondbacks, they're in first place in the NL West. The Dodgers, they're in second place, so the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers are tied for first place. Looking at the San Diego Padres, they're 27-31 with a plus 13 run differential. That's weird. That's weird. So will the Padres eventually heat up? That's a good question. But you're 7.5 games out of first place. You're 2 wins better than the Washington Nationals. You're 4.5 out of the wild card. You got to do something now. Looking at around the league, the AL East is still the AL East. It is a powerhouse. Tampa Bay is 42-19. The Orioles are legit at 36-22. The Yankees are legit. They're 35-25. Blue Jays are 33-27, and the Red Sox are 30-29. The AL Central is a dumpster fire as always. Minnesota is 31-29. Cleveland is 27-32. Detroit is 26-31. Chicago is 26-35, and Kansas City is 18-41. My God, they're terrible. The AL West, Rangers are still controlling that division. They are 37-20. Astros are 35-24. The Angels are 31-30. The Mariners, they're 29-29. And the lowly Oakland Athletics with a minus run differential of 212. They're 12-49. They're 7-24 at home and 5-25 on the road. I want to look at that 11 Atlanta Braves series against Oakland. They lost 2 out of 3 against Oakland in Oakland. And they're currently playing the Diamondbacks right now. They lost the first game, won the second game, and they're tied 1-1 in the bottom of the third there. Interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. We do have a voicemail here on the Anytime Hotline. So let's see. What do we have here on the Anytime Hotline? You can leave it anything, your thoughts, at 215-839-9885. Your opinions and everything like that. So let's go to the Anytime Hotline, and let's see what Sean has to say. Sean, what do you have to say after this lovely Phillies series win, I can say? Is it even lovely? I don't even know how to describe it. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just thinking of things to say. So, Sean, save me.
An enjoyable Phillies game? Say it isn't so, Amadeo. Look, again, did what they had to do, won this series, bounced back. Even the game they lost, they tried to battle back from an early deficit. Happy for Drew Ellis. It's good to see a guy that's been pretty much, even at 27, a journeyman, have his moment in the sun at the big league level. But you got an interesting stretch of games coming up. Detroit at home, the Dodgers at home, Arizona on the road, and Oakland on the road. So you've got the gamut of good teams and garbage teams. But starting with Detroit, you need to sweep this series. I mean, it's going to be real depressing if you come home and lay an egg tomorrow night. The Phillies, if they're going to get anything done this year, have to start stringing wins together. And this is a good series to do it against. A garbage opponent in your field, bats starting to heat up a little bit. Let's get it done. I mean, get back in this thing and try to at least, look like a contender.
I don't know, Sean. Are the Phillies going to be a contender with Trey Turner batting .232 on the season in the cleanup spot? I don't know, Sean. Trey Turner's woeful .230. Is he going to get below 200, man? Is Trey Turner going to get below 200 before he even finds a way to wake up? Is it going to be that bad? At least Nick Castellanos got you like a 260-something last year. At least he had his good moments. Trey Turner has barely had any good moments this year. It's been mainly bad. And I mean really bad. I mean atrocious. Ever since, like, that first week of the year where he was getting extra base hit after extra base hit, triples, doubles, and all that stuff, he hasn't done anything. He's made more defensive mistakes than he has anything with the bat. Yeah, he had that home run, I believe it was against the Diamondbacks. I got nothing. But yeah, you got to try, to beat up on a bad team. Trey's bat notoriously wakes up around the first week in September. This team. Please wake up. Please. I'm going to be at the game tomorrow night. I swear to God, like Sean said, if they drop an egg tomorrow, I am burning everything to the ground. Like, you're going to see me in the stands, fuming, all beet red, smoke coming out of my ears, probably forming a fire. And then you're going to hear the sirens, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Firemen have to come and freaking hose me down. That's how mad I'll be. That's how mad I would be if that happens tomorrow. And it's a very good possibility because, this team. And if Aaron Nola struggles tomorrow, I don't know. I need to see something with the Detroit Tigers. Is Matt Vierling and Nick Maton still injured? Because I know they'll be getting their championship rings, NL championship rings tomorrow or this week. I need to see this. I need to see their lineup. McKinsley, Javier Baez, Baду, Torkelson, Nevin, Maton's still playing. Oh, look at Maton. He's way below the Mendoza line. Look at this Nick Maton stat. Batting 162. 5 home runs, 17 RBIs, and a 590 OPS. Whew. Nick Maton playing too many games. He is getting exposed. He was always a nice, little spark plug off the bench. He was going to be, a little bit not good if you started him every day. Not good if you started him every day. I think Matt Vierling is injured, though. What is Matt Vierling doing for the Tigers? I feel like he's not doing any better. Well, he's got to be better than below the Mendoza line. He's above the Mendoza line. He's batting .241, but with a .297 on base, so he's not walking at all. And a .649 OPS. Jesus. 4 home runs, 15 RBI. He's doing better than Maton. That's a very low ceiling there. Jeez. Yeesh. Ugh. Yuck. I'm happy with Gregory Soto. I'm happy with Cody Clemens. Never thought I would say that in my entire life. So, not sure what else to say. You won a series against the team you should have beat up on. Do it again against the Detroit Tigers. And then you prepare for, the tough stretch of 7 games between the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks before you play another shit team against Oakland. Find a way. Find a way to make me positive again. Hopefully. Can you honestly see the Phillies trying to stretch Strom out more in the rotation? He hasn't really done that bad when called upon. That's the thing. If you look, let me look at Matt Strom, because I know his innings in the last so many years. It's not a lot. You don't want to overthrow his arm because let me see his last few seasons. How many innings he pitched in the past few years? Let me see this. Yeah, last year he pitched 42 and 2/3 innings. In 2021, he only pitched 6 innings, so I'm not sure I guess he got injured. In 2020, he only pitched 20 innings. He pitched 114 in 2019, but that's his only year with 100 plus innings. Besides that, his other highest year was 61. So, I mean, maybe you can stretch 60 innings. I don't think they want to do that, though. They don't want to throw his arm out because he hasn't thrown above 50 innings since 2019. I don't know, man. I don't know. I saw that Zack from the Guardians got, I guess, DFA'd or something like that. So do you pick him up? I know his numbers aren't good, but at least he's a guy that can pitch in the major leagues. I don't know what you do. Because obviously Mick Abel's not ready. I don't know if Griff McGarry's ready. Your guys down in AAA aren't good. Enough. Injuries upon injuries. No team is going to make trades at this point. I don't know what you do. Because you can't be throwing bullpen games out there every fifth day. It's impossible to do. And you're going to wear your bullpen out. I think we're starting to seat up a Connor Brogdon a little bit. Because there were so many... Because first it was Andrew Bellotti. Then who else was it? It would be Matt Strom probably. His arm's going to fall off eventually with the way they use him. They're using Brogdon in literally every situation at this point. His arm's going to fall off. So they got to find a way. You got to find a way to get a reliable fifth starter here. What's Bailey Falter doing down in AAA? Because I haven't heard anything from Bailey Falter so far since being sent down. What is he doing down in AAA? Let's see his AAA stats. Regular season, that's not what I wanted. Where's his minor league stats? Can I see his minor league stats? Regular season, that's not it. I guess I can't see his MILB stats. Seriously, here we go, minors. 2023. He is currently 2-0 at Lehigh Valley with a 4.32 ERA in 16 games. 3 games started. 8 earned runs. Any home runs allowed? He has not allowed... No, actually, he's allowed 3 home runs down in AAA. Yeah, 4.32 ERA and a whip of 1.38. Last year, he was dominant down in AAA every time they sent him down there. He was 4-1 last year with a 1.91 ERA. 2021, he hit 2-0 with a 1.76 ERA. So something's just completely wrong with him that he's even now struggling down in AAA. So something's off with Bailey Falter. All those people just figured him out. Because every time they sent him down there, he would dominate. But don't know what to tell you there. I just don't know what you do with the 5th spot in the rotation at this point. You need to make a trade somehow. Looks like the Diamondbacks just took the lead with another Corbin Carroll home run. Corbin Carroll is very good. See Liam Hendricks making his way back to the mound after going through his cancer treatment. That's good. My one friend that's there... Oh, crap. Did I close out YouTube? I feel like I closed out YouTube. Fuck. Did I close my shit? Is it still live? It is still live. Oh, thank God. Crap, can you guys still see me? Fall off? 3. And at this point, you need to make a trade somehow. And at this point. My one friend that's there... Oh, crap. Did I... Okay, I'm good. I was just making sure of something. Okay, to restate that. Sorry, I was having a stupid brain fart there. But, my one friend that's there, he said, they're selling Philly stuff in the store in Nationals Park. That's how bad the Nationals are. That's honestly pretty funny. Yeah, but I don't know what they do with the 5th spot in the rotation. I just couldn't tell you that. I couldn't tell you. I wonder what they do in the draft this year in terms of, what they're going to draft. Phillies-wise. Maybe they'll go after another starting pitcher. They got to fill the depth somehow. Wonder if they just go ham with starting pitching in the draft. I wouldn't blame them. It just sucks because Painter got hurt. I know we did hear an update on Painter, I believe, a couple of days ago. I believe so. I gotta find it. Where is it at? Here we go. This is from Corey Seidman. This was yesterday, during yesterday's ball game. Injured Phillies top prospect Andrew Painter was sick and took a week off from throwing. Expected to start his throwing program again on Monday. He's been throwing off flat ground up to 120 feet and doing short bullpen sessions, Rob Thompson said. And also, Jose Alvarado is expected to begin his rehab assignment. This was last night with Lehigh Valley. Is Madison Bumgarner still out there? He's probably still out there. I won't touch him. You be in the same goddamn position you've been pitching a bullpen game because Madison Bumgarner is washed. That would just be another scheduled loss in your rotation. I understand you need starting pitching. I'm not going out and getting a washed guy. Yeah, maybe he could find some type of spark. Madison Bumgarner ain't it for me. I know you're desperate, but I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do. Because Madison Bumgarner got DFA'd. And what were his stats with the Diamondbacks? Madison Bumgarner, his stats from this year. He had a 10.26 ERA in 4 games before he got DFA'd. Oh yeah, I know your options are non-existent. I just don't want Madison Bumgarner, in my opinion. I don't know what you do. Unless you find a way to get like a minor deal to get a starting pitcher in here. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell you. But they need something desperately. Because you can't be going up against the Los Angeles Dodgers with a Dylan Covey. How did that work against the Atlanta Braves on Sunday Night Baseball? Not on. But let me look at some of you guys, other guys' comments here before we end it off. Scott, how you doing? Nice to see the offense have double-digit hits in all 3 games. It was good beating up a team that we are supposed to. Next up is the Tigers. Thank God we won that game. We're hot. Look out, baby. Look what happens when Amadeo takes a break. See you in November, Grassi. If this team doesn't win the series against the Tigers, I will shave my head. The last time I did that was in the Army of 1973. Ooh. Drew Ellis for MVP. Need to sweep the Tigers and win the series against the Dodgers. That's probably what you have to do. Looks like Ranger looked at least stretched out to go deep into the games. The Braves left Oakland saying, what the hell just happened to us? The capacity crowd at Oakland Coliseum overwhelmed the Braves. Trey's bat notoriously wakes up around the first week of September. Amadeo in attendance equals a shutout loss for the Phillies. God hope I will blow up. And not in a good way. Can you honestly see the Phillies trying to stretch Strom? Okay, I already went through that. Okay. Man, kind of sucks. Like, yeah, I'm going to the game tomorrow, but I'm also going to be missing Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final. After I watched that great game last night, Aiden Hill making that amazing freaking paddle save when he was completely out of his net on Nick Cousins, out of all guys, former Flyer Nick Cousins. I don't know how I feel about that series because the Florida Panthers, something just deep down in my mind says that long week that they had off after they swept the Hurricanes, I feel like that's a detriment to them. I feel like that's going to hurt them a little bit just because they've had so long off, a little bit rusty. They're going to be off their game a little bit. But who knows? I say that and Florida comes back and shuts out Vegas in Game 2. Right. Game 1, Vegas looked like the better team. They were getting bodies in front of Sergei Bobrovsky, and that's the way to beat him. You get screens and you take his eyes off the puck. And that's what they were doing the entire game. Now, can they do that for a second one? Who knows? May still catch the last 2 periods as fast as baseball games are now. That is a possibility. That definitely is. What, Phillies are at 6:40. The games are, 8 o'clock? So I'll probably be at least maybe around the 5th and the 6th inning by the time the game starts. Maybe. Vegas in 6? I could definitely see that. I just think for Florida, the week off is going to kill them. I think it just took away all their mojo. They're still going to show it. They had some good glimpses in that game with the forecheck and everything like that, but I think it kind of showed as the game went along. Now the week off kind of got to them. I think it showed that. But who knows? I could be proved wrong. in Game 2. Florida can come out and win 5-2 and take away home ice advantage. Who knows? Who knows? I just hope it's a long series. I hope it's a long series. Hopefully at least goes 6. Nuggets in 5. Yeah, I think the Nuggets easily win this series. Who knows, though, if Jimmy Buckets goes off. But with the way Jokic is playing, man, it's unreal. Averaging a triple-double. The envy of all Sixers fans, but I don't care what anything Jokic does. He's deserving it right now. He's deserving it. He's playing amazing. And the Braves just tied it up on an Ozzy Albies home run. Corbin Carroll with the home run, and then Ozzy Albies with the home run. Marcell Ozuna got a single on a ball that he crushed the dead center field because he thought the ball was gone. I hate Marcell Ozuna. I don't even know why he's still in the league after what the fuck he did. I'm going to rant too long on that. So I think that's where I'm going to end it off today. Got our Phillies talk in here. Maybe we'll talk about Phillies tomorrow, or maybe we'll just wait till Tuesday. It really just depends on what happens when I get home from the game, because when I go home, I kind of would want to focus on the Stanley Cup final and watch that. So play it by ear. We'll play it by ear. So thank you, everyone, for joining today. I appreciate it. Got a nice weekend off from the Phillies. Come back today, recap the series win. Please build off of it for all of our sanities. And that's basically it. So thank you for joining today. Do not forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. I like to see those as always. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Don't forget to check out everything in the description down below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're closing incher towards 800 actually. We're growing steadily and very consistently. So hit that subscribe button and we'll get to 800 before you know it. And when we get to 800, it's even closer to 1,000. Join the TTP Sports family. It'll only do you good. And also use the code TTP Sports. $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek. Great deal. Don't pass it up.